Welcome Internet to the Shakur's Plateau, where I will be doing a gameplay commentary because this is How to Win As Zerg ZvT Episode 1. In this game I thought it'd be fitting to start off the Terran series with the cheese. In this match I'll be using a sexy nydus play in order to crush my opponent so easily at a time where he can only either have stim or siege mode in most cases. Now to start off the game, we're going to want to go ahead and send that initial overlord to scout for your opponent's base. And then the second overlord you make a 9, if it's not, even if you don't know if it's here now, you're going to go ahead and send that to the other possible location down here. And it's very important that you don't have this overlord sniped off, otherwise this build is not going to work if he does spawn down here. So a good pathing will be to send it down here and then go ahead and send it over here. And just a quick shift command queue. Now, if you're having any troubles with Terran, you just want to get back at them for a while, this is a really good build to use. Now, it is really important that you make sure the Terran does not scout. And this might seem a little bit of a challenge considering they have the craziest scout in the early game, which is just a straight up scan. But most Terrans now will try to play very greedy and just use all their energy on their CCs on just mule drops. So hopefully he does that, which will make this build really easy and really effective. Now this build will probably crush most Terrans and from Bronze to Platinum League without any question. So it will be really good just to move up in leagues if you want to go ahead and play against Terran. But there's not really much macro or micro going on in this build, so don't expect to be able to just cheese Terran all the way up. Now, a lot of people aren't familiar with this build, but I'm sure as more and more people will get to use it, people will notice how it goes down. So, at 15 I did a normal 15 hatch. I'm going to do like a normal 16 pool. That's generally the time I like to take my, or I guess in this game I'd go ahead and do a 17 pool. Either way, it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and take that Overlord at 17 as well. So I know he doesn't spawn up here, so I know I have to get vision down here. If this overlord dies, his build is pretty much over. So here I am, just normal macroing up. I'm going to go ahead and speed through. Nothing amazing happens, except for very soon I'm going to go ahead and take my double extractors. Right now, it's about a 3:30. I take them a little bit late. 3:30 is when you want a double extractor. Now, I'm going to warn you, this build you're going to feel broke almost the entire time. It's just how it goes. Now, in this game, my spawning pool was a little bit late, so I have a little bit of extra minerals, but it is probably to my detriment because I'm going to need to go ahead and take double queens as fast as possible, as well as get a spine crawler here just to prevent any scouting. Because if I can help it, I would like not to build any zerglings at all. And spine crawlers I typically find to be more effective at stopping SCV scouts than zerglings, and zerglings without speed anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue, and as soon as I get a decent amount of minerals, or a decent amount of gas, I'm going to go ahead and take my layer as fast as possible as soon as my queen finishes up. Now, for when your queens do spawn, you're not going to want to larva inject. You kind of want to make sure you get creep spread out here because you want to hide your nydus as best as possible just in case he does do a scan. It's kind of inevitable if he does scan for him to see your layer and probably your roach warren as well. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down my creep tumors. You will not have the minerals nor the gas to do anything other than that. So there I go. I'll go ahead and take my layer. It's going to be typically around 5:30, 5:20. Again, my spawning pool was late, so my queen came out late. And then around about 10 seconds afterwards, you're going to take this roach warren. So I'm not doing anything special right now, I'm just making sure I have enough drones to support the build. I don't know what he's doing, but I do know that he does not have anything here. He might have vision here, but it might take him a long time to move all his units from here, which typically Terran do have them all the way up here. And by that time I'll be able to spawn at least a couple roaches to try to defend that nydus worm. So I'm going to go ahead and move this creep tumor, spread some creep out here, and this is on Shakur's Plateau, the place I generally like to have my nydus worm spawned. So again, don't take a metabolic boost, don't take anything special, don't bailing nest, and then you're going to go ahead and just start roach production. Roaches, overlords, roaches and overlords. As soon as this spawns, you're going to want to go ahead and take your your nydus worm. It takes, I believe, 100 minerals and 200 gas. So it's really gas heavy, which is why you need to take those double extractors really early. And off of 2 bases, you can produce a lot of roaches, and you just need to make sure you have the gas for that. So this is a roach play, so I'm going to go ahead and I recommend macroing both this, not macroing, hockeying both this Overlord and this nydus worm to some sort of hockey. So you can do 4-4, and then hit 5, and then hit N, and it'll drop it down right there. And then you want to macro, or you want to hockey that nydus worm too, so you just have to press 1 key and then D, and that'll unload all to a set rally location. So as soon as this spawns, I'm going to go ahead and dump all my roaches into there, and then throw out my nydus worm, set my rally, and as soon as that spawns, we're just gonna hit D and just go ahead and watch the Terran. Oh my god, what the hell just happened to me? Now he gets a command center, so I know he has vision on it, but it doesn't mean he's able to get people up here in time. Now, if he had a little bit more time, he might have been able to do something crazy. But here, look at this damage I'm going to do. It's totally unexpected. Not a lot of people are familiar with this build, and I don't know how many people, if any, have seen it before. So it's really important that you want to snipe off these tech labs, because the thing that's going to kill this push is siege tanks. Now, he doesn't have stim, but he does have siege mode, but it doesn't matter. I have way too many units. There's nothing he can do. If I would have attacked the front, if he would have sieged, it would have been over. But with these roaches, since he did have siege mode, it would have been no way I would have been able to assault the front. But since I did this nydus play, it was really easy, and I have some roaches in the back. So this is a really easy way to cheese some Terran if you're having a really bad losing streak and you just want to get back at them for drops or whatever they've been killing you with, mech play. So I hope you enjoyed, and please remember to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more gameplay commentaries and guides. Have a great day.